Greetings everyone, my name is Zetterville, and welcome to the finale of my Let's Play of Mega Man and Megacity. Continuing on from the last episode, where we learned that Dr. Wily is actually the true villain, I'll now be paying a visit to his prison satellite, to put a stop to his plans once and for all. I collected everything I could have collected up to this point, at least that's what I hope. Time to rush forward through everything. I probably should be conserving my weapon energy though, instead of using the mech suit. Actually, I'll use the mech suit here as it's quite fun. Well, that works surprisingly well as well. So, effectively a mini-boss room now. And this is the part of the game where I'll be spamming my E-tanks. Apparently I can skip past most of these Darkman clones. Seems like a missed opportunity. You know what, I'll face them fair and square. They aren't that difficult after all. And the music fades out for some reason. I probably want that L tank, but I'll have to return back for it. It's too risky. The Guts Dozer. I didn't expect to fight it here, but I guess it works. It is immune against all my attacks though, so I need to run to the right instead. I'd love to have that E-tank, but I won't risk it. Oh, wait a minute, you can damage the boss. I thought this boss was indestructible, but you can actually damage it. Let me guess, its weak point is this mount. And I fell right into those spikes. This is gonna take one or more attempts. Not that I'm complaining, this is the first Fortress boss I've faced so far in the game. So essentially it's vulnerable everywhere, but I need to be using special weapons. Yikes, you don't get that much leeway at all. I was hoping to get that E-tank there. I'm gonna quickly duck back to the safe zone, get a full refill, and then go back to the Guts Dozer. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see what this weakness is. Maybe a powerful special weapon will work? It's the Gemini laser, that is working wonders here. In fact, I should combo it with the energy booster. To think the secret behind defeating this boss was that simple. It feels a bit embarrassing. On to the right we go. Another free E-tank. But as I said earlier, I'm not really complaining. You're supposed to have all the mandatory special weapons, and even with using stuff like the Metal Blade, it's still entirely possible to do it. I still wonder who thought it was a good idea to seal Dr. Wily in a satellite like this. Didn't they learn the lesson of what happened last time? Dr. Wily is a technical genius after all. Whoa, ice physics. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that. I probably should use a different suit here. Otherwise stuff like this will happen with the crazy mobility. I think my best option is to use the hard suit here. That was too slow, I need to get more inertia. Maybe the regular fire suit would be more handy, or just the classic Mecha suit. I need to re-get used to ice physics. Hopefully I don't get stuck in the wall. See what I mean with the inertia? After 10 deaths I made it past here though. Are there any secrets in this room? Hopefully not. You must use the inertia to your advantage here in order to cross. Especially in order to slide under the spikes. I guess I was moving too fast there. If the base movement speed of this game wasn't that crazy, or the ice momentum in this game wasn't that crazy either, I wouldn't mind these segments as much. That's why I'm really thankful that in Mega Man 3D they fixed all these physics issues. That is, ice physics are a lot more sane. At least swapping gravity does kill my momentum. I was worried there was gonna be spikes on the ceiling. Who's next? Whatever this thing is. Well, at least I can use the Mega Buster here. In comparison with the Guts Dozer, this second fortress boss was rather straightforward. So we had the space area, we had the ice area. What's next, the fire area? This is certainly different. Is this the boss rematch area? I'm quickly going back to the safe zone as I really want to be back at full health. Processing plant. If this follows the trend of classic Mega Man titles, this entire area will probably have 4 different levels. But I do like how it's using all the mandatory gimmicks we're supposed to have access to by this point in the game. I did skip past some L&E tanks, but I don't really need them by this point in the game. Oh goody, force beams now. With gravity flipping as well. That was not expected. I swapped gravity twice there. I'm swapping back over to Fire Suit. That wasn't really necessary, I guess. But one of my earlier points still stand. All these areas feel rather short, especially with Mega Man's increased mobility. Especially in the second half of the game, the level should be at least 50% longer, or 100% longer. Why hello there, Red Mecha Dragon, and... what's your weakness? Fire doesn't work, makes sense. Lightning works. Especially if I multi-hit him with it. Okay, the ceiling is rather high up there. Lightning seems to work pretty well here, but... again, Gemini Laser. And I'm out. Whenever I fly off to the ceiling, it gets harder to determine when I'll come down. That's it, I'm using an E-Tank. If I just relied on special weapons and the L&E tanks and used regular Mega Man, I wouldn't die as much. That's his weakness. I did like this boss battle, even with the gravity flipping shenanigans. All the deaths were my fault. Although I really wish the ceiling was more visible and actually lower. Yeah, I jumped too high here. This is gonna be another slight problem. Oh, and it comes right over there too. That's a sudden shift. That wasn't telegraphed properly. And now it swaps to here. How are you supposed to notice on your first time through? There's no telegraphing. Now, if there's a warning sign on the screen, then I'd like it more, but there isn't. Now it's gonna be back on top. And here's our E-tank. Hello? Okay, I got stuck in a death loop, so I need to teleport out of here. By mashing the T key and hope I do it fast enough. Well, I can't even mash T, it's going too fast. Well, never mind, I got out of here. So I'll meet you back at that point. I don't really like this screen, or room. It doesn't have proper conveyance. And of course, you try going for the LRE tanks, you get stuck in a death loop. If there were some on-screen warning signs, or you could actually see where the force beams come from, I'd like it a lot more. Oh goody, a spike wall. Oh no, crash bombs here. Well, I'm dead. I need to rush through this segment faster, much faster. So I guess it's time to use this, combined with the quick suit. Phew, that was a close one. Thank goodness I have access to the intangibility drive. I think you can do it with a regular suit, but it's a lot more risky. You should probably use the quick suit instead. After all, you're supposed to have access to it by this point in the game. Another teleporter and one more teleporter after that. Frost Dragon? Let me guess, it's weak to fire. And I should be equipping the power suit here. And there's a bottomless pit below, as expected. For a fight involving switching gravity a lot, this is actually pretty fun. Just learn to control your inertia. That was fun, if a bit easy. Teleporter number 2. We're in the technical part of the satellite now. Filled with force beams. I'm gonna ignore that E-tank, I don't need it at this point. And get stuck in the Yoke block there. Luckily I survived, thanks to the jet booster slide. Again, better conveyance would be handy. That's one of the main failings of this game. Not properly introducing new gimmicks, and improper conveyance. And is it just me, or is gravity stronger here? I mean, look at my falling speed. Immediately when I swap gravity. No tanks, I don't want the D-tank. This is the final boss we'll face using this jet ski. Evil Proto-Man again. Well, that was disappointingly easy. Is it just me, or the fortress boss is getting easier? The Guts Dozer was the most difficult one, until I figured out what to do, and this is the easiest one so far. Okay, CW-01P I guess? Or that boss from Mega Man 2? This final stage should have been longer. Can I blast my way through? I hear it taking damage, so I guess I'm supposed to be using the crash bomb. That's exactly what I need to do. That's how I can attack the core. Perhaps using something else would be more useful. Combine this with the power booster and use the Gemini laser. That way I can hit multiple of them at once. Now moves on to its second phase. This is the only boss in the game so far which has multiple phases. Multiple distinct phases, that is. It also regenerates its barrier over time. I think its weakness is a Gemini laser, just look at it. Not only that, but it can pierce through its barrier. Still, this was a neat 5th fortress boss. final teleporter, then I'll beat the game. So as before, go back to the safe zone. I do like how the fortress, I'll call Wily Satellite a fortress, essentially has 2 or 3 teleporters to get back to the safe zone for full refills. But it isn't after every stage, so it makes it a bit more challenging. In fact, I wouldn't mind if there was only 1 teleporter, and that's just before the final boss encounter. That way it builds tension. So far this episode is 30 minutes long raw, so I'm not sure how long this final boss encounter will be. Knowing my luck, this final episode will be 45 minutes long, unless I split it.